except for Rod Wave, but we ain't finna talk about that. But you know what? At the same time, it's actually a blessing. Because even though it's a toxic place, inside a toxic place, when I was a kid, lunchroom tables were a big deal. It's one of the few spots in school where a person can find out what social group they belong to. Because whatever group you belong to, you're treated accordingly. Without remorse too, because like kids, when they're super young, are already rude and brutally honest enough, and make it worse when they get older. Now imagine that at school, but 10 times worse.
It is what it is.
Okay, I see lunch tables like the 4 nations in Avatar: The Last Airbender, right? You get whatever nation you get, and you stay there. Let somebody at a preppy table you sitting at find out you from the nerd table. It's a wrap. You can't blame nobody but yourself. Like, bruh, you can't expect peace when you're in op territory. It's impossible. Unless that one dude that's basically like the lunchroom avatar, the dude that can fit in with every social group saves you, which might as well be a pipe dream because that only happens once every 100 years. Bro, all I'm saying is go where you fit in and don't try to fit in because it never works. For example, if a shoe doesn't fit, you don't blame the shoe, you just go find another. So if you don't fit in at a certain table, don't blame the people because you don't click with them. Just go find somewhere else that you do click. Throw the deuces up and go find your crew. It's that simple. Today, I'm gonna be letting it rip on a couple lunch tables that may or may not have grinded my gears back in the day. So if you graduated a long time ago like me, then put whatever table you used to belong to in the comment sections below. And the same thing for anybody that's in school right now. All right, so let's start off with the preppy table. The worst of them all. It's basically a bunch of rude, fake, stuck up, ego inflated, narcissistic yes men that think the world revolves only around them. This group usually consists of a bunch of stuck up white folks with at least 1 or 2 stuck up Asians, with at least 1 stuck up black guy, and that 1 mixed chick that only hangs out with white folks, which is completely fine, but hey, sometimes you just gotta put a little spice in your ramen, you know what I mean?
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
The preppy girls usually wore like small shorts, Converse, and big ass t-shirts that make the whole fit look like they ain't got no drawers on there. The preppy guys usually wear little ass shirts with a North Face jacket and little bitty shorts that look like booty shorts. Golly, bro focusing on the wrong cake. I'ma keep it gravy with y'all. I hate these people for the simple fact that they ain't down to earth. If you ain't a part of their little cult, they'll treat you like Beerus did King Vegeta. Like, bruh, y'all ain't got no business treating folks like the gum I spat out and put under my desk. And they be like real quick to shun anybody that ain't a part of their little group. Like, bro, to basically sum it up, if you ain't a part of their clique, what you say ain't finna make them tick. Moving on. Next, we got the nerd table. The best, most authentic, most coolest table in all of school history. Can't nobody tell me otherwise. At this table, it's cut up into 2 parts. The weirdo weirdos and the cool weirdos. I was a part of the cool weirdos. You know, the people that beat themselves and were genuinely cool to be around. Sure, we couldn't dress to save our lives, had 0 game with females, beat our meat probably about 3 to 4 times a week and got picked on a lot, but at least we wasn't out here getting in trouble with the law, catching diseases, making unplanned babies, and stirring up unnecessary drama. Put that on your resume. At our table, we accepted everybody, even if you didn't watch anime, play video games, crack dark humor jokes, and traded cards like we did. Dog, I'm a nerd to this day. To this day. Plus, we're actually bearable to talk to, unlike our counterparts. The weirdos. Yeah, they had all the base traits like us, but you couldn't sit by them for more than 5 seconds without them eating a booger or making the conversation super uncomfortable. Like, whoa, relax. Poon Slayer 56, you got about 38 more minutes until you go back to the netherworld. Next, we got the basic black and white people table. Polar opposites. I say that because the basic black folks table is where all the loudest, funniest, most lit people in times are. Ain't no intellectual stuff going on over there, just pure fun and ignorance.
Everybody say sausage, keep it going. Egg, bacon, grits, sausage. When I bitch come in, lick my sausage. When I bitch, I hop ordering sausage. Get a pancakes with the motherfucking sausage. Give me that shit, I need some sausage. Lick my bitch, that shit, no sausage. My shit brown like a motherfucking sausage.
If you want to learn how to roast somebody with maximum efficiency, go to that table. However, be warned, this table is not for the faint of heart. And I say that with the utmost seriousness and experience myself. Be ready to take in what you dish out, cause ain't nothing sweet over there when you roasting, homeboy. If you walk over there unwilling to take mental hits, then you pretty much just trying to poke a stick at a pack of wolves. Now, the basic white folks table is pretty much the opposite, where all the boring stuff happens. That's it. Moving on. Next, we got the athletes table. The most annoying, fakest, ego-inflated, Chad-ass table known to man. It's consisted of a bunch of low-life, energy-sucking, insecure nobodies with the need for social validation because their mamas told them that they should have been swallowed, so they cope with the thought by picking on the weak. Now, I'll admit it. Yes, I'm a nerd, and I was an athlete, but for most of my life, I tried to fit in every social group.
You don't find that suspicious?
So pretty much for majority of that time, just like them, I tried to seek social validation from every social group. I tried to be liked. Primarily because I was always the underdog. I was never in the spotlight. Every time I tried sitting over by my teammates, I was the primary target. That's where I gained most of my character development from. I tried to act like them, tried to dress like them, tried to involve myself with them, which worked a lot, especially when I got stronger than everybody, but I still got picked on because when they seen I was starting to get confidence and started standing up for myself, they started to have a superiority complex over me.
I see all these lame ass niggas, bro, come to the street, bro. I will beat your mother in the ass.
Nobody put me through more mental gymnastics than my Chad ass teammates did. Heck, I even made a video on one of those moments. Oh, also, I can't forget about that one guy that's always at random tables pocket watching your plate. He'll always hit you with the, "You gonna eat that?" Like, boy, if you don't go on somewhere.